if River Phoenix, if he were alive today, he'd be 43, and he would have, I think had like a rich, full career. He would be in sort of his full power as an actor. And nobody knows for sure what movie he would have made, but there are 5 movies that I like to think might have happened. So the number 1 movie I think River Phoenix could have made is Titanic. He and Leonardo DiCaprio had very sort of like doppelganger careers. Leonardo DiCaprio ended up taking a lot of his roles and then sort of moving forward. So he could have been in almost any movie that DiCaprio made. They had sort of similar approaches, similar sort of physical presence on screen. Number 2, if he and DiCaprio were both alive, and sort of some of DiCaprio's movies were made by DiCaprio and some were made by River Phoenix, but the one that they would have made together is The Departed. He would have had the Matt Damon role. It would have been even more effective that you have these 2 characters who are sort of mirror images of each other. Number 3, a movie that River Phoenix might have made if he lived is when they started thinking about rebooting the Indiana Jones franchise. Rather than bringing in grizzled Harrison Ford out one time, I think they would have liked to have returned to sort of River Phoenix in his young and in his prime, and it's a chance. He's already established as being the young Indiana Jones in the prologue to The Last Crusade, so he would be a logical candidate to go for that. The number 4 movie that I think River Phoenix might have made is something that he and Gus Van Sant talked about when he was still alive, which was an Andy Warhol biopic. And I think that, sort of many actors have careers where the best thing they can do is team up with a director, and sort of the director that River connected with most deeply was Gus Van Sant. The number 5 movie that River Phoenix might have made is Jerry, which is directed by Gus Van Sant. Jerry is a film that, as it came out, starred Matt Damon and Casey Affleck wandering around the desert, running out of water, talking about life, talking about the Wheel of Fortune. And I think there's sort of a better version of it. It was sort of like a little freeform, a little improvised. But if it had been River Phoenix and Joaquin Phoenix walking around together, sort of like groping towards like who they were as men and who they were as actors and who they were like on the world, it might have been one of his best loved performances.